Do a parak Hey Mishnah Tet, ninth and last Mishnah in the 5th chapter of Masechet Ketubot. So we learned, let's go to a chart that we've seen before. We've learned that in the halachic marriage, there was a sort of an understanding. He gives her mizonot, and she has to give ma'aseh yadeha. He gives her the ma'a kesef b'chol Shabbat, the spending money, and she has to give motar ma'aseh yadeha, addition, extra work. So we have to know how much is ma'aseh yadeha. What's considered ma'aseh yadeha in order to know how much he has to give her. So it says the Mishnah. Okay, noten la ma'a kesef litzorcha. He has to give her this ma'a of kesef. Okay, that's a certain amount of silver for her needs. And ve'ochelet imo milelei Shabbat lelei Shabbat. And she has to eat with him at the very minimum at least once a week. Now we learned in the last Mishnah that the husband sometimes, he supported her through a third party. It was a financial understanding very often. So it wasn't really didn't have to be an emotional relationship. So the Mishnah says he has to eat with her at least once a week. That's what the Bartenura says. Afagav de b'chol shar yamim, even though all the rest of the days, yachol latet mizoneh al yedei shlish im yirtzeh, he can have a third party give her food. B'leil Shabbat to leil ona, chayav le'echol ima, and it's not just once a week. It has to be on leil Shabbat, because that's the night of ona. That's the mitzvah night, as it's known, and he has to eat with her on that night. Okay. V'im ein notein la ma'a kesef litzorcha. And if he doesn't give her that ma'a kesef, then ma'aseh yadeha shala. Her ma'aseh yadeha, her handiwork belongs to her. Bartenura explains motar ma'aseh yadeha, the extra. Remember, that's exactly what we learned. That if he doesn't feed her, if he doesn't give her the ma'a kesef el shel Shabbat, then what it means is this motar ma'aseh yadeha, she doesn't give it to him, and therefore she keeps it because she has to do that extra weaving in order to pay for her own, the expenses that she wants. So the Mishnah says, okay, umahi osalo. So how much is the ma'aseh yadeha in order to understand what the extra is? Meaning, because she has the responsibility of weaving for the household. So the Mishnah says, mishkal chamesh sla'im shti bihuda. Okay, has to be the weight of 5 sla'im. However, that amount which it was. Shti. Shti is when they would weave. Let's look at that jastro. Shti is the warp, the longitudinal direction. Okay? The thread, kechut shel shti, thin as the thread of the warp. Okay? The opposite is the arev, the crosswise. Arev, whatever, we're going to see. So, and it's thinner. It's finer. So 5 sla'im of shti in Yehuda, which is 10 sla'im in the Galil, that had different weights in Yehuda and Galil. Or, mishkal eser sla'im erev. Okay, that's the warp and the weave, the longitudinal, or 10 sla'im, because I guess when they would weave wool, and then when they would make garments, right, the longitudinal, the long one was thin, and then the cross was very much thicker. Shem esrim sla'im begalil, 20 sla'im in the Galil. If she was nursing, pochatin la mimasei adeha. They would deduct the amount of the maseh yadeha she had to provide for the family because she had less energy. She was busy with her child. They gave her more food. So all this is very mamurim. What is this talking about? This is the minimum for a poor person in Yisrael. That's the minimum support that a poor person has to give her. Okay? But if a person is mechubad, is honored, more able to do, then the amount that he has to give her and the amount she has to do work is lefik vodo, is commensurate with the kavod that he has. Stop here, and as we always do, dedicate our learning to the memory of my father, Harav Simcha ben Yitzchak Kalman. Have a good day.